Hello and welcome back to another 10-minute eye test. This is Sasha with Tokenomics. I'm here with my good friend and colleague Carmelo, and today we are looking at Hamster Kombat, which is a clicker game with advanced telegram mechanics. Hamster Kombat claims to be a crypto exchange CEO simulator, whatever that means. Today we're going to take 10 short minutes to dive into it and see what Hamster Kombat is all about and what the token does. Carmelo, how you doing, bro?
Good. A little bit post-conference hangover, but excited to get some more videos made. And yeah, Hamster Combat, I thought it was that weird project where that weird developer was racing gerbils or hamsters, and then people were gambling on it, but this is apparently something totally different. So excited to dive into it and see if it's legit or not. But from what you've just said, I have a hard time taking it seriously. But let's find out.
Yeah, I mean, from what we know, it's a Telegram tap 'em up game, and it's probably the most prominent, most famous one. A number of people have sent me information on this game when it was starting to get pretty big, and what I do know is that the numbers behind the activity and the social media platforms and all that stuff is incredible. And I guess we got to try and figure out why, because it's a Telegram tap game and they've got a token that's being launched, I think today or tomorrow via Binance launchpool. And yeah, we got to see, like, what does a token do? How does a token tie into a Telegram tap game besides hemorrhaging rewards? So we're going to figure that out. But before we do, just a reminder, everyone, we are taking 10 minutes to look at a project, in this case, Hamster Kombat. We got to try and understand what the token, the hamster token, actually does, and would we consider it to be a good investment or enough red flags to, merit a thumbs down? So stick around until the end of the review, where we're going to give you guys a verdict. And before we begin, make sure you tap that like button and give us a subscribe if you like this content. We got plenty more coming around. So Carmelo, without further ado, you ready for that 10 minutes, man?
Yep, very excited.
So here we go. 10 minutes on the clock, starting now. Okay, Hamster Kombat. Like you said, a clicker game with advanced telegram mechanics. Is it advanced though?
Is it? Yeah.
I don't know.
Uh, yeah, just for context, like I did like a little interview about tap games like a month ago, I think, and I still don't get it. Like I don't think anybody's an expert on it, but yeah, I these have been around forever, like without crypto, without any on-chain mechanics. So it's weird that it's coming back so strong. There's hundreds of copycats here. So I still don't know what's behind Tap to Earn or especially Hamster Combat, why it's the front runner among all these other pretenders. So that's chiefly what I want to figure out here.
Yeah. It is very strange. I think I spoke about this on a video panel with Engine Starter talking about, I think I said tap to earn games are the like the worst of humanity. That's
Bold.
what I said, and I stick by that. It's a hot take, but we're gonna find out why. So they've got 100 billion token supply. 60% goes to player rewards. So that's what we talk about when we're
Mm.
referring to tap to earn. Um, I'm seeing some ridiculous numbers here right now. So I guess this is the Binance launch pool metrics. They've got 3% of the token supply being dedicated to launch pool, and they've already got that split up between the two pools. And I've got some information on the launch pool here. Actually, I just want to share this. So let's check this out really quick. So they've got a stablecoin launch pool,
Hmm.
and there's $2 billion worth of stablecoin locked in this launch pool for this token launch, which is ridiculous. $2 billion. Is that real? I have no idea.
I mean, it must be that you can probably verify on chain, right? I mean, a lot of their other claims you can't. Like, I'm seeing some wild numbers. Like, we have hundreds of millions of people playing the game, but it's hard to say that these are accurate or real users or real gamers that are interested in the gameplay loop when you're paying them to play. You know, it's like opening a restaurant and saying we have the most popular restaurant on earth, but we're cooking free food and we're actually giving you money to eat it. It's like, of
Very
course you have the most popular restaurant ever. You're paying me to eat here. Food's
It's
not any
wild.
good.
Like 18 million BNB here, which is, I don't know. what is that? Like that's also 2 billion, around 2 billion, I think, which is crazy. But yeah, let's dive into Hamster Combat. I think some of you that are watching might already know what it is. It's just a simple tap to earn game where you're tapping the hell out of some virtual hamster on a Telegram bot. It's like barely a game. You're just pressing your phone repeatedly. And what they're claiming here is that you're unleashing your inner CEO. I don't know what that means.
That's not what I would have guessed from Hamster Combat. I those things feel like two entirely different concepts.
I don't know what hamster like hamsters combating each other and CEO have to do, but they've got call to action, play to earn or play now. The website's quite simple. They've got a roadmap talking about what their game plan is, on-chain infrastructure development, characters and skins.
Oh, August on the roadmap, achievements.
Yeah, this is a red flag,
Achievements.
right?
In August, we're gonna do achievements.
Yeah, we're gonna get achievements going. But upcoming beyond this month is to be released soon. So they're raising a bunch of money, and people that are investing into Hamster Combat or interested in buying this token, I guess they don't know what it's really gonna do, but we're gonna try and find out. So we've got a white paper up here. Let's see what
I
this
mean,
does.
this is essentially a meme coin with a white paper and a Telegram app, right? That's what it looks like.
Yeah, absolutely. I don't know if we're gonna find a whole lot, and I don't know what to expect on the token use case or utility, but we've got an 11-page, like pretty just bland yet professional looking white paper. They've got an intro. Look at these numbers: 52 million Telegram subscribers, 10 million YouTube subscribers. It took us only 6 days. What?
Here's the thing, though. Like, are these real people that are going to stick around when the rewards dry out? Like, that's why I have a hard time. If this is your biggest selling point, your social community, and you're paying people to follow you, so that's the thing I want to really unpack is here is this simply just a game, or is it kind of a Trojan horse to get more people? Is it a marketing engine disguised as a game? Because that makes sense, and I understand the appeal to it there, but the game itself looks pretty terrible. I'm not interested in this type of game, but yeah, maybe there's something to it that we're not seeing.
Yeah, I mean, it's a really good point, right? This might be that Trojan horse that we're talking about. And this is not like a foreign concept to crypto where a company raises a bunch of money off of something stupid and speculative and then develops something incredible later.
Yeah.
But I'm seeing like this is one, two, three, four. So yeah, 4.5 pages of just like intro out of 4.5 pages out of 11 pages on just intro on like the industry. And so we've got some information on the game plan narrative. And again, I don't think Hamster Combat qualifies as a game. You're not competing, you're not solving any problem or anything. It's maybe like a dopamine machine, like a slot machine where you're just tapping your screen. They talk about user acquisition. I'm not seeing anything on the token
I mean,
or
it is a game. This is a common game archetype that existed before crypto. Like I said, it's boring. I don't know how anybody enjoys it, but people do enjoy it. But, would these numbers be nearly as impressive if they weren't paying people and there wasn't this financial element? Probably not. Like this game, Cookie Smash or Cookie Touch or whatever, that's existed for ages. And everybody always quotes or mentions that when we talk about tap to earn. But that wasn't an earn based game. It was just tap a cookie and unlock weird features. And people enjoy that. It's very simple, it's mind numbing. I guess that's where our attention spans are at these days in 2024.
yeah. That's another very good point. And I don't think people are playing because they're earning. People are playing because they might be promised that they're going to earn. And so
Yeah.
what we want to try and find out is like, are they going to actually earn? I know that there's a hamster token airdrop coming, so people are going to get some crypto in exchange for their very, very hard tapping efforts. And what we want to try and figure out, like, is this a sustainable model? Can these people use this token for something else besides just earning and dumping? I'm not seeing anything in here about the use case. Here's tokenomics. Um, they'll produce the largest airdrop in the history of crypto. This is already like crypto bro lingo.
Oh yeah, I mean the name of the company is Crypto Bro Lingo. Like they never disguise that. So
Game
60% of the airdrop volume will be dedicated to players. The rest is reserved for providing market liquidity, ecosystem partnerships and grants, rewarding squads and other items. So, yeah, I mean, it's pretty simple, straightforward as far as the supply goes. But yeah, I'm not seeing any utility either. It looks like just a reward mechanism, which begs the question. I think they mentioned that they're a profitable business somewhere, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I read that up there.
So that just means that they're probably taking money from some to advertise for other crypto projects, right? Or in the form of tokens or in fiat. And then they're translating that somehow to buy up more rewards and redisperse them, I guess.
They say here they explicitly claim like there's no investment firms or VCs backing us. There's no extra sell pressure. I mean, this is quite vague. And to be honest, if you've raised $2+ billion in your launch pool against 3% of your token supply, then even if you liquidate like a tiny fraction of what you have remaining, you can build like the next Halo 4 or 5.
You
This
could
is
build way more than that.
Yes.
But actually,
That's the whole
that's
that's the whole white paper. It's nothing else.
I mean, to be fair, this is a better white paper than 90% of the projects we look at, which is horrible. Like if you have a worse white paper than this and you're a legitimate company, then you should be ashamed of yourself, really.
Yeah, yeah, you guys try harder, guys.
Like Hamster Kombat just out professional you.
We got the X page, the Twitter page up, and I'll be honest, like you don't see these kind of numbers in this industry. Web3 gaming, crypto, or whatever, nearly 14.5 million followers, and like some pretty decent engagement across the board. They've got the launch coming up soon, and here's a post about their launch pool again, like 2 billion locked in stablecoin FDUSD and 18 million BNB. So they've got currently 14 billion locked, and they've got $189 million in funds raised. Again, 189 million. You can like what was it? Oh my goodness. That is our 10 minutes. But didn't they build like GTA 4 with less than that much?
Mm, no, I think that was in the billions, to be honest. I'm not
No,
sure.
no, that's the
I
new
think
one.
oh yeah, GTA 6. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure the budget was absurd. That's as high budget as it gets. Same with like Red Dead Redemption. But
Yeah,
yeah,
that's
that's I mean, to be fair, I think some they could take like the Bored Apes route or like some of these NFTs or meme coins where they start as nothing, they start as a joke, and then they slowly legitimize over time. And maybe they say, "Wow, we raised a lot of money. We're not going to just stop and leave it at a tap game. We're going to develop other games in this, develop the IP out in the lore. Maybe I don't know how much lore there is with Hamster Combat, but maybe they develop like cool games, a first-person shooter, a strategy game, card game, whatever. That would be like a sensical, logical thing. And then anybody that owns that token kind of owns that network effect too. So they profit off of the growth of that ecosystem. But yeah, I don't really. If they leave it at this, just like this cheesy marketing engine, I think it seems a little bit alarming that people are so bought into this. But it's the ultimate example of crypto: fake it till you make it. They probably faked everything. They paid people to like them, and then it's like the snowball in the cartoon going down the hill. Once it gets big enough, it's a force of nature, and it's actually collecting more snow on its own. So I think that's what's happening here. Like if you or I go on Twitter and we see a crypto project that we just heard about for the first time with 14 million followers on X, we're gonna check it out. Probably even follow it just to see what it's all about. What are we missing here? So I think the entire industry must be following these guys, and that scares me. I don't understand. Is this what our industry is right now? I mean, it's 2024. I don't think our industry has evolved much. I hate to
Mm.
say it. You and I talk all the time about play to earn being dead, and now it looks like it's come back as tap to earn. So
Yeah, hot takes left and right. I do want to show one thing though. This just kind of blew my mind. Maybe you can show this real quick. This is their YouTube channel, and they've got 37.5 million subscribers. And yeah, that's incredible. Like, yeah, I don't know how you get that many subscribers, really. And if you look at the content that they're creating, it's kind of like educational content.
Yeah, it's
Like
not bad.
current event content, and I don't think any of it actually talks about the game or the product. So there's nothing really about like what they're doing. And you're absolutely right about the point. Like this is maybe one of those fake it till you make it things. We've seen this so many times before. Um, but I guess it's time to go into our verdicts. And before we do, again, just want to remind everyone, if you like our irreverent wit and cynicism, throw us a like, throw us a subscribe. We've got more videos coming out. And let's go into verdicts. Do you want to start? Or you want me to kick it off?
Yeah, I think you probably know what I'm gonna say already. And I was actually joking with somebody the other day about, if there's something I hate, it usually does pretty well. And I pass on it not because I don't think it will do well, but because I just don't believe in it. Like it doesn't align with my principles. And this is a almost perfect example of something that I'll start by saying I do believe it will do well, at least initially. Like you can't argue with those numbers on that Binance launch pool. That's wild. Like this very clearly in launch of the year territory. But I hate it. I hate it with all my heart. Like, they can make me eat my words very easily. Like I said, if they do what I said before, they pivot, they start a legitimate gaming studio or a marketing tool or whatever. They can take all this money and this attention that they've cultivated through hard work. Like credit to them, they built probably one of the biggest communities I've ever seen in crypto. If they can turn that into something positive, if they can actually have a foundation or give money to charity or whatever, then I'll eat my words. But I think they're going to use this as like a shilling engine for other projects and make a bunch of money. It's going to further embarrass crypto. Like I'm ashamed to tell people I work in crypto because of stuff like this. People don't
Yeah.
take me seriously as soon as I mention the word crypto. And this is exactly why. The first thing they think of is Hamster Kombat. Like I'm tired of being represented by these kind of projects. So yeah, I I would definitely give it a thumbs down in the sense that I think I know all I need to know about this. Maybe I would look a little bit more into their long-term roadmap if they even have anything like that. They don't on their website, but what their plans are after they raise a bunch of money. But as of right now, these tap games, all their competitors or copycats, it's just the latest fad. And I think these token economies are absolutely Ponzi-nomic structures. And, I wouldn't be surprised if 6 months everybody's like, what was I thinking? I thought Hamster Combat and tap games were a good investment or a good use of my time. And then we'll see another equally stupid or perhaps more stupid trend come our way. That's usually how it goes. So hot takes, all abundant.
This is the spiciest mellow we've seen in a while.
Yeah.
And I don't think there's a single thing that you said that I disagree with. And so I do want to be clear, like from what we've seen as far as the social following and the community building, these guys, whoever they are, I'm not sure because there's no information on the team, somehow cracked an instantaneous formula for virality. And this is something that we've seen many companies try and do and launch their own meme coins and like a VC backed meme coin or even like a community driven meme coin where they say, hey, we're launching a meme coin. We've locked liquidity, thrown away the keys and blah, blah, blah. There's a million of those. They've all failed. These guys figured it out. Maybe it's a Star Atlas kind of situation, right place, right time, riding the brunt of the tap to earn wave. But yeah, there's no future roadmap. The product is not good, and there's not a lot of information on what they're going to do with this capital. And like, let's be honest here, how many companies have raised this much money through some ridiculous mean and then like actually delivered on something that they're speculating around? People usually get way less than they bargained for when they're investing in speculation. That's why speculation exists, especially when it's created from insiders that are creating some company or creating the speculation. And so like the likelihood of them doing this because maybe they invested like a couple $1 million into marketing and try and make this go viral and develop like a crap Telegram bot. The likelihood of them using that as a way to extract like 30, 40, 50 million dollars from their liquidity when they launch the token and then take that money that they raised and then deliver some crap and just like live very comfortably on some Caribbean beach is very high, because we've seen that happen so many times. And so, like, as far as a token investment goes, I don't know what this token does. I don't know what people expect that it's going to do. I don't know what they anticipate like getting in return for their tapping efforts, the value of the token, like the FDV of the supply. But I am quite confident that it's just going to be driven into the ground. I don't know if these guys have any incentive to like build a big and strong and powerful and successful company using this fund to drive more value back to the token. We don't know who the team is. We don't know what their experience is. And we don't know how dedicated they are to actually giving value back to these baseless 100 million people that brought them the hype and the speculation they needed to raise all this money. So that's one thumb down for me. I don't think it's going to last long or do well. And, you know, good for the developers. They're probably going to live a very comfortable life after this. So, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, one minor prediction. I think this is going to make a lot of farmers rich. Unfortunately, more undeserved money for tapping. And then at the next conference, we're going to see a bunch of new crypto bros that earned their money through Hamster Kombat, and they're going to be very cocky and arrogant. And we're going to have this problem all over again. Oh, no, but, you know, a lot of people, nobody talks about this part, but if it does indeed go to the ground, a lot of people, and let's be real, this is 99% speculation. A lot of people are going to speculate, and they're going to buy, and they're going to buy at the top, and they're going to get crushed. And this is going to, you know, these guys claim to say we're going to onboard the next billion. Every time I hear that, I see a red flag, because I see we're going to scare away the next billion. Like, you know, if this is the idea of crypto that you want to paint and bring people in, well, good luck, because this is a totally different industry than the one I signed up for.
What does it have to do with CEOs? You know, I still don't know this. But you're right. Like, if they're onboarding the next billion people, like under what pretense are they onboarding those people? They're not talking about product or use case. They're not talking about the technology. They're not talking about, you know, whatever like people should be getting into crypto for outside of speculation. Kudos to the team though. They do have like educational content on their YouTube channels. So maybe the goal is to onboard people into their educational YouTube channel. Who the hell knows?
Maybe they're good people and they're trying. Well, we'll see.
Yeah. Anyways, well, that's 10 minutes and then some in the books for Hamster Kombat. Again, thanks everyone for watching. Make sure you hit that like button, throw us a subscribe. Like I said, we're going to be back with some more 10-minute eye tests, some fun boom room interviews coming soon, and plenty other types of content for you. Until then, best of luck to everyone that's getting airdrop Hamster Kombat, and stay safe out there, friends. Ciao.
Bye.